Okay students, part 1 and part 2 of the revision video consisted of the exercises give meanings, multiple choice questions and match the following. And now it's time for part 3 and part 4. Both the videos are for answer the following questions. In the exam, each question will be carrying 2 marks. Hence, this exercise is of 10 marks. Now before we start with the exercise, I want to clearly mention you that in your exams, don't be in a hurry to just finish the answer as you did with your homework. Even though you had to see and write, you were making spelling mistakes. Don't do that in your exams because I have the habit of cutting marks for grammatical errors. Don't make that errors, be punctual about it. Now let's start with the exercises. Question 1. Write the usefulness of the following natural resources: sun, wind, water. Ideally, this kind of question is very easy and you are in 5th standard, but I know even 2nd standard or 3rd standard students can write the answer by themselves. But still, let's do it. Sun gives us heat and light and it is needed in growing plants. Wind helps in creating electricity. It is needed by boats to sail. Water, we need it in drinking, cooking, bathing, washing, etc. It is used in agriculture and in industries. How many types of oranges are there? Name them. There are 3 chief kinds of oranges: the sweet or common orange, the mandarin orange, the sour or bitter orange. You need to remember these. Why is orange a clean fruit? The orange is a clean fruit because anyone who touches it only touches the outer covering, which can be easily peeled off. What is the use of the thick and oily skin of the orange? Answer. The thick and oily skin does not allow insects to get into the orange, keeping them clean. Next question answers are from the poem The Arrow and the Song. What is talked about mainly in the first stanza of the poem The Arrow and the Song? The first stanza mainly refers to the arrow shot by the poet. Here, the arrow represents the harsh words spoken or actions done by human. What is talked about mainly in the second stanza of the poem The Arrow and the Song? Answer. The second stanza mainly refers to the song sung by the poet. The song represents the kind words spoken or good deeds done by human. Next question. Is there anything common between arrow and song? Answer. Yes. The arrow and the song both disappeared quickly and it was not possible to locate their flight. After a long time, the poet found both in a perfect condition. The arrow was found in an oak tree and the song was found in the heart of a friend. What does the last line of the poem The Arrow and the Song mean to you? The last line means that as the song is found complete in the heart of a friend, same way whatever a person does or says never goes in vain. Students, I am revising the exercise because for the revision of the chapter, I hope you still have the videos with you and you can revise them. List the characters of the story Grandpa's Friend. The characters of the story are John, John's mom, Popup and Matt. Matt is John's father. What had John's mom prepared when he came home from school? John's mom had prepared cookies when he came home from school. What do the family plan during spring? The family plan 2 things during spring: annual fishing trip and annual spring cleaning. What did John and his mom clean? John and his mom cleaned the house. Why did Mom decide to throw away Pop-Up's chair? Mom decided to throw away Pop-Up's chair because it was unsightly. It was faded and worn and in some places even torn. What did Grandpa remember about the chair? Grandpa remembered that he sat in the chair with Grandma right there when he asked her to marry him. The night Matt was born, Grandpa sat in the same chair. He was nervous and scared, yet the happiest. Many years later, when the doctor called and told Grandma was ill, the chair gave him comfort and warmth. When did Dad and Mom put the chair out of the house? Dad and Mom put the chair out of the house when John and Pop-Up were asleep at night. What was Grandpa's reaction when he saw the chair on the footpath? When Grandpa saw the chair on the footpath, he became sad and a tear rolled down his cheek. Why did John stop the man from carrying the chair away? John stopped the man from carrying the chair away because the chair had been with Pop-Up for a very long time and was like a friend. Do you like the end of the story? Why? Yes, I like the end of the story because it's a happy ending where the chair gets back its place in the house and Grandpa is not parted with his friend. If you do not like the end of the story, you can say no, but the reason should be justified. Okay, now the next questions are who said the following to whom and when? That is not considered another exercise, but in the exam I can ask directly. I can give the sentence and in your answer you'll have to write who said the following to whom. Something smells good. John said this to his mom when he came home from school. Spring is here. Pop-Up said this to John when John was looking outside the window. That old chair has got to go. Mom said this to John when they were resting on the couch after cleaning the house. The thing is that you should be able to remember the story. You can't take my chair. Pop-Up said this to John's mom when they were trying to move the chair. I think I'm beginning to understand. John said this to Pop-Up when Pop-Up started sharing his memories with the chair. This chair is like a friend. John said this to his mom when he came back inside the house after stopping the garbage man from taking away the chair. We'll continue with more question answers in the next class.